Are my intentions alright? Am I doing it for Allah? When I'm looking deep, deep down inside, do I have the right niyyah?
Assalamualaikum. Are you Dr. Joshua Salaam?
Yes, I am. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Dr. Joshua, tell us your story.
My story. Well, I'm here in Singapore from the United States of America. And alhamdulillah, I flew here. I'm here for about 7 days to talk about Islamic chaplaincy. I'm born and raised in America. I've worked for the Muslim community for a long time. I've been in the military. I now work for the Duke University as the Muslim chaplain. And I'm just happy to be here to talk about Islamic chaplaincy.
Thank you, Dr. Joshua. What's the difference that you noticed between the youth back home and the youth here in Singapore?
Oh, the difference between the youth back in America and the youth here in Singapore? To be honest, in 7 days, I don't see a big difference between the youth. I mean, the youth here, I met with some youth, I had a meeting with them. They have some of the same demeanors as American youth, some of the same jokes as American youth, the way that they laugh with each other, the way that they play around with each other. But I also know that there's a lot of differences. The reality here in Singapore is very different than the reality in America. There's also a lot of difference between the struggles of Singapore youth versus the Muslim youth in America.
All right. Thank you, Doctor.
Hey, thank you.
When you think about the future, what's one dream or hope that you have for today's youth?
One dream or hope that I have for today's youth. I hope that the youth of tomorrow will feel empowered by my generation, that they would know that we loved them, they would know that we were thinking of them, and they would believe that they were given the resources and the opportunities that they need to take on the world in the future. There's going to be a lot of challenges that we have: global warming, crime, international wars. They need a lot of help. They need a lot of support from my generation. And I hope and I pray that the youth in the future feel like we did a good job in setting them up for success and not setting them up for failure.
Inshallah. Okay, Doctor, you have 10 seconds to explain what Islamic chaplaincy means to you.
It is the spiritual and emotional well-being of people. I try to help people by taking care of their spiritual and emotional well-being by listening to them.
Doctor, how is Islamic chaplaincy different from therapy? And what can you offer that touches the soul differently?
It's very different than therapy. Therapy is something that is a specialized training. You know, you go to a therapist when you're trying to solve a deep emotional issue, when you have trauma that you cannot figure out. You got to go to a therapist, and a chaplain should send you to a therapist, and an imam or a scholar should send you to a therapist because they are trained and they are good at what they do. A chaplain is here to listen without any judgment and any agenda. I don't have an agenda to heal you. I don't have an agenda to guide you this way or guide you that way. I'm trained to really ask you questions that are just going to help you process your own thoughts and help you come to your own realization of what you think you should do. And then if you think you need a therapist, then I can help. If you think that you need a religious scholar, then I can help. If you think you need a professional counselor, then I can help. If you think you're just fine and you just want somebody to talk to, then I can help.
Doctor, picture this. Someone walks into your office and says, "I'm losing my faith." What's the first thing that you would share with them?
The first thing that I would share to somebody that says they're losing their faith, my first thing would be, wow, what makes you think you're losing your faith? I'd like to hear about that.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, Doctor.
Yes.
Come on, spill the tea. What's the most ridiculous thing someone's assumed about what you do as a chaplain?
Well, first, I wouldn't call it ridiculous, because if I said it was ridiculous, they wouldn't tell me again. So I would say some of the things that I've heard about chaplaincy is they think that it's an imam. They equate being a Muslim chaplain with being a Muslim imam, or they might think that I'm a therapist. And I really have to correct them that I'm not an imam. I'm not a therapist. I am someone who's trained to listen to you. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to make you do this or do that. And a lot of times I find that people are more comfortable talking to me, and they open up about more things, and they kind of find their own truth. they kind of find their own reality of what's really going on with them. Because you know what? You have all the answers. Only you can come up with what's the best thing for you to do. And a chaplain sometimes can help you figure that out.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome, anytime.
Doctor, we all have those crushing days. What's that one Islamic quote or verse that you love?
The thing that I like most about a quote from the Quran is that for sure Allah loves those who turn to Him, who do tawbah, who ask for forgiveness. He loves it. Allah loves it. He demands it. He wants it for His servants to ask for forgiveness. You get to turn back to Him and you get to ask Him for forgiveness. And I feel like that's one of the most beautiful formulas that Allah has given us.
Doctor, what is Native Deen and how did the name come about? And what's your vision for it in the years to come?
Native Deen is this international music group. We do rap, we do hip hop, we do world music. We've done it in America for a long time. We've been around the world to Indonesia, Malaysia, never Singapore, not yet. We've been to Germany, we've been to so many countries in Africa, and we sing about Allah, we sing about the Prophet, we sing about being good to your parents, we sing about standing up for justice. So look us up if you haven't heard of us, Native Deen. I'll just say one thing from a song, one of our famous songs that goes, "Are my intentions all right? Am I doing it for Allah? When I'm looking deep, deep down inside, do I have the right niyyah?" So even in that song, like we just process the struggles that human beings have to try to do things with the right intentions. So that's the type of music that we do, and I hope that people like it.
MashaAllah. Thank you, Doctor. One last question for you.
One last question, okay.
Can you freestyle rap for 10 seconds using the words Singapore, youth, and Muiz?
Singapore, youth, and Muiz. Can I get more than 10 seconds?
Sure.
Okay, let me see. It's a freestyle. Are you ready? Once upon a time in Singapore, people gave me food and then they gave me more. Didn't know what to do when I was here. They had a celebration every single year. When I do it, I am telling you the truth. I had the fun with the singers and the youth. Young people, they be doing it real good. Always praying and doing what they should. One more word that I need to rhyme. I don't have a lot of time. About to give it to you like it's easy. The word is Muizi. I don't know what rhymes with Muizi. Anyway, I messed up. I hope you liked my good freestyle, my bad freestyle. I'm not a good freestyler, but check out Native Deen online if you can. And I love Singapore. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What was the last word? I don't know. Tell me again so I can go on with the show. What's the last word? What's the last word? There you go. Muiz is the last word. Every time we do it, people thinking it's absurd, but no. I'm going to say it one more time. Muiz is the thing that be on my mind. I don't know. So I'm